guys, and welcome to today's section. My name is Sharmene ARUMUGAM and today I would like to present about ACL configuration, and this is the ACL topology that I would like to present about today. First of all, what is ACL? Okay, full form of ACL is access control list, like a security guard for all the types of networks, and also they will traffic based on rules you set up, deciding what can pass through. For example, blocking, allowing. Simple and short, which is example of ACL. ACL it's have two rules, which is allowing and blocking. Allowing server and blocking server that we configure. Okay, and this is our ACL topology, and this is the first one. We have to see the addressing table. Okay, and let's go to the first tab. Okay, configure and apply a name ACL. Okay, verify connectivity before ACL configure and apply. Okay, first of all we have to apply, we have to verify the three PCs with web server and file server, uh, configuration. Okay, first of all okay, first of all I copy the file server address. Okay, I go to PC0, desktop and command prompt, ping, I copy paste, and this is the file server address. They almost pinging. Okay, now I ping, now I pinging web server address. Okay, done. PC0 done. Now is PC1, desktop, command prompt, ping, okay, this is the file server address. Okay, now web server address. It's almost pinging. Okay, the same step I will continue with PC2, desktop, okay, ping, I apply file server address. Okay, now web server address. Sorry, web server address. Okay, done. Okay, we complete the configuration. We complete the verifying system about three types of PC, which is PC0, PC2 and PC1. Okay, now let's go to the configuration section. Okay, this all configuration will be processed in router 1. Okay, we open the router 1, CLI section. Okay, first of all we enable our configuration and config t for starting our process. Config t. Okay, and I have to copy this IP access list standard file server restrictions. Okay, first of all, what is the meaning of that? Okay, that is the meaning of which server can be accessed from to the file server. Okay, for example, this host is the web server host. Okay, this is the web server host, and this is the PC1's address. This is a web server host, and this is a PC1 address, and this server only can be declined, only can be restrict to the file server. Restrict mean only can be allowing. Okay, only can be allowing by the file server. Okay, I just first of all, okay, I copy this address, I copy this configuration, I input in here. Okay, and now I copy the web server host, the web server address. This is the web server address, and now I copy the PC1's address. PC1's address. Okay. Now we done our configuration. Now click into Danny and Annie. Okay. Okay, we almost set up to the file server which server can be allowed. Now we already set up, and now we have to see this correct or not. How to we have to see which is first of all end our configuration. Okay, now we have to click show access list, access list. Okay, show access list. So we can see that we are input addresses. Okay, this is the web server address, and this is the PC1's address. Okay, these two address will be verified to the file server. Okay, now the second step will be done. Now is the another step. Okay, this is the second steps one. Now apply the name ACL, okay, to the internet 01 interface, fast internet. Okay, now we have to input the fast internet interface, which is how we have to input. Okay, now config t. Now we have to input the interface fast internet. Okay, why we have apply fast internet? Because they already written the fast internet which is 0/1 interface. So how we apply that? Okay, simply just int fast ethernet into 0/1. Sorry, internet fast ethernet. I can't mistake up. That's why it cannot. And 1. Okay, done. I already input the fast internet /1 into router 1. Okay, I already done. Okay, I already done in that. I already applied the fast internet interface. Now I have to apply this IP access group file server restriction out. Okay, I copy this one. And now I put in here. Okay, done. Okay, we already apply. Now we have to save the configuration, which is is safe. Okay, now we have to verify the ACL implementation. Now we have to verify the safest that we saved. ACL implementation. Okay, how we have to implement? Okay, here got how we have to implement. So first of all, we can use show access list also can, and also show run also can, or we also can use show IP interface fast internet 01 also can. Okay, this from 3 also, any also can. Now for now I use show access list. I use show access list. Show access list. Okay, here we got which server that we apply to the file server. Okay, we can see the show access list. We can see this output. Now we have to see the connectivity of the IP interface. Okay, IP interface, which is it connect or no. Okay, so I type show IP int fast ethernet of 0/1. Okay, or we also can type show run. Okay, we can see more. So we can here got fast internet 01 is applied, is already connected. Okay, connected. We apply right 01. Okay, this protocol is already connected. Okay, now we done the interface. Now is the verify section. Which is which PC can verify, which server can be verified, which server can be connected to the server. Okay, configuration section is done. Now we have to test the ACL functionality. Okay, functionality. Okay, this one. Okay, first of all, okay, here already say verify the ACL is working properly. All the 3 workstations should be able ping to the web server. Okay, this PC2, PC0, PC1 it must be ping, will be applied to the web server, must be success to the web server, but only PC1 and the web server should be apply ping to the file server. Okay, for example, which is PC1 and web server. PC1 and web server only can be accessed to the file server. Okay, now we have to do the first step verification, which is this. All the 3 workstations will be success to the web server. Okay, I start from the PC0. Okay, first of all I copy the web server address. Okay, this is the web server address. Ping sorry. Ping okay, I have to type, I think so. Okay, ping What is the address? 192.168.100.100. Okay, we can see the reply is pinging. Okay, the pinging. Okay, web server done for the PC0. Now PC1. Command ping 192.168.100.100. Okay, it's look like it's pinging. Okay, done. We done to the PC1. Now PC2. Command ping 192.168.100.100. Okay, it's look like it's pinging to the web server. Okay, from this we can see they already told 3 servers, which is 3 PCs will be already success connect to the web server. Okay, this for example, the web server is almost allowed the 3 PCs to the web server. Okay, that is the meaning. Okay, now we ping the 3 PCs to the file server. We can see which PC can be verified to the file server, because in here they already told, but only PC1 and web server will be pinged to the file server. Okay, we see the PC1 can be connect or not to the web server. Okay, sorry, file server. I copy the file server address. Okay, but only the PC1. Okay, I click into PC1. Wait. I click into PC1. Okay, ping file server address 192.168.200.100. Okay, reply can be connected. Okay, it will be done connected to the file server. Okay, PC1 is already allowed to the file server because we already input to the configuration. Now we test the web server. Okay, PC1 it's already done allowed it. Now web server, we verify the web server. Can be allowed to the file server or not. Okay, I click into web server, desktop, command prompt, ping the file server address 192.168.200 and 100. Okay, done. It's pinging. Okay, we already success because we already pinging. So PC1 and web server is already allowed to the file server. Okay, to the file server. Okay, now same pinging. Now we have to verify to the PC2. We just try the test to the PC2 to the file server. Okay, I import the file server address 200. It must be time out. It must be cannot success because We can see destination host unreachable. Destination host unreachable. Because why? Because why is done the destination host unreachable? Because the file server doesn't allow the PC2 to reach to the file server. Because in the configuration we already typed the to server address will be allowed to the file server. Okay, what is the address? What is the to address? Which is only PC1 and web server will be allowed to the file server. That means PC1 and web server only allowed to the file server. PC0 and PC2 it can be unreachable. Now we test to the PC0 is reach or not. Okay, reach or not. We test. Okay, ping file 192 file server address 192.168.168.200 and 100. It must be unreachable. Okay, I already say right. Destination host unreachable. Okay, because why? Because we already common two addresses only can be reached to the file server. So PC1 and web server only will be connected, will be allowed to the file server. PC2 and PC0 which become unreachable address, which means it will be blocked by ACL. Okay, PC1 and web server will be allowing by ACL. PC2 and PC0 it will be blocked. Okay, blocked by ACL. Okay, we done our testing. Now let's do the last test. Okay, go to the router 1. Last test. We just enable show the access this. Okay, we can see here. We can see 4 matches, another 4 matches. Okay, which is this will be allowed. Okay, now we done our configuration. That's all. We just save the memory. Just write the memory. Okay, that's all for our section. That's all for this ACL configuration. Lastly I just verify which server can be allowed. Okay, PC0 and PC2 it can't be allowed. It's already blocked by ACL, so it can be reached to the file server. So which is PC1 and web server can be allowed to the file server, because ACL is already allowed to the file server. So PC1 and web server can be allowed to the file server, and also PC2, PC0 and PC1 is already allowed to the web server. So the 3 pieces will be connected to the web server. So the PCCs it's done. It will be done to the web server. Can be connected, but not connected. PC2 and PC0 not connected to the file server. They already blocked by the ACL. Okay, our configuration section also 100. We just check the results. Okay, file server registration or group. Okay, already correct. That's all to our section. Bye and thank you